Good afternoon, my dear friends. Today I am going to continue the chapter The Ailing Planet, part 3rd. This chapter is actually a statics, a catalog of the depleting nature of the earth. Means the narrator has given in a form of catalog, in a form of classification, in a form of statics, that how the planets is totally damaged, and if it will not be cured soon, so very soon the consequences of human being will face immensely. The human beings are facing the consequences of ailing planet, okay, but the consequences, the problem will increase, okay, if it will not be taken steps to maintain its balance. It is also stated in this article, in this chapter, that now the condition of earth is damaged in such an extent that it will not be cured, okay, properly. The condition, the health of the earth has become means reached at such an extent, in such a damaged condition, that it will not be repaired and just bring back in good health. It can be given, medicine, injection, okay, in order to maintain its health. And what is medicine and injection? Sustainable development. Sustainable development is very much important for the human being, for this environment. They will have to develop this concept that the amount of things they are taking from the resources, they should also think that the nature is not damaged. It continue to give or facilitate its merits or whatever facilitation is there, without compromising the future. The present generation is getting as much facilitation, as much profit, so that much profit also it could be able to give to the future generation. So that is sustainable development. We will have to think about this, otherwise one day the earth will completely damaged, and the existence of human being will extinct properly. They will just die, okay, they will not be able to live. Even I had given you references of the level of pollution, that because of the level of pollution, uh, the human beings are just affected with so many cardiologist disease, means heart disease, because they are inhaling the smokes of the vehicles and industry. So, and even the rivers, the pond is totally polluted. We have fine example of Delhi, okay, and its periphery, means near the NCR, Delhi. Like I had given you example of Gurugram, Noida, Kanpur. So these cities are totally damaged, okay. They are completely polluted, and 6 out or 5 out of 10 people are affected with heart disease because of the inhaling of the smokes, okay, in the area, or because of the level of air pollution and water pollution there. So these problems human beings are facing. Even the water crisis in Rajasthan, and in Delhi, in Bangalore, in Mumbai, it is immense. You can't think that for one glass of water is not available for the people of Rajasthan, or the people of Delhi and its periphery, or in Mumbai or Bengaluru. The drinking water is missing, okay, from our planet, and we will no longer be able to get fresh water. The rich are getting, but the poor will die. So the cases of jaundice and the other diseases that are just due to the water pollutions are going on there. So it is rampant, okay, in the metro cities or the area where the water crisis is there and the water is totally polluted there. Even Patna is also the seventh most polluted city of the world, and the place we are living, that is not highly polluted, but near the junction side or the industrial hub where it is there, they are totally polluted, and because of this, the whole environment of Patna is totally polluted, and the whole people, those who are living here, they'll be affected by it because of its water pollution, air pollution, and everything. So these are the records, these are the statistics the narrator has tried to give in this story, so that in order to conscious the people, in order to warn the people, just please plant tree more and more. Please take care of the health of the rivers. Those who are living by the side of Ganga, they may see the level of pollution, okay, of the Ganga river. So everywhere, when you visit at the public place, you may see, you may visit, PMCH and the other hospitals nearby the river, you will come to know that how it is totally polluted, and how the condition of the hospitals and nearby is how it is totally damaged and destroyed. The people, only the diseased people are living there. So this is the condition is here. Now see the records, the statistics the is giving. James Speth, the president of World Resources Institute, said the other day we were saying that we are losing at an acre a second. Now see, we have till now come to know about the pollution, that in 3 seconds, in 1 second, how many births are there, okay, in the world. And he is giving the statistics of the forest, how much forest we are losing, okay, in 1 acre. He's telling that an acre a second, in 1 second, 1 acre of forest land we are losing, we are missing. But it is much closer to an acre and a half to a second. See the statistics, see the minute observation, that how the human being is continuously damaging and destroying the natural resources. The cell endeavor to protect and improve the environment and to safeguard the forest and wildlife of the country. This is the guideline, and nobody is going to follow this. No state is taking care of this. Only one country, neighboring country, who has balanced it, okay, and that is Bhutan. Bhutan is the only country of Asia that has maintained the ecological balance, okay, and no any other country. Some part of India like Simla, some part of India like Jammu and Kashmir are balanced, little bit balanced, okay. They are also getting affected due to the excessive pollution and population. The people who are just reaching there, okay, moving there in order to have fun and frolic, okay, in order to enjoy for tour and trip, in so they are also just damaging the place, polluting the place. So we have some part, okay, safe, but most of the part of India and most of the part of the world is totally damaged, okay, and they are in completely in chaotic stage. But what causes endless anguish is the fact that laws are never respected nor enforced in India. Yes, this is a very nice statement, and this may be one question. Who is responsible for this? Means law are made here, but they are not forced to obliged. They are not forced to implemented. So many sayings are there. The political leaders publicly announce that laws are made for broken and like this, that. So, but what cause endless anguish is the fact, this I read. For instance, the constitution says that casteism, untouchability, and bonded labor shall be abolished, but they flourish shamelessly even after 44 years of the operation of the constitution. And one example, by the help of one example, the narrator has tried to highlight the the law and its application, its enforcement, okay, and practice. Is telling that according to the constitution, after independence, okay, 1950, in 1950, the whole India become republic on 26 January 1950, and they have, they will have to follow the constitution. So constitution says that no one will carry bonded labor, no one just will practice casteism, but these all things are flourishing. They are practiced, okay, without any shame. So this is one of the reference you can see, okay, in your society, you can see in your relatives, you can see in your surroundings, and wherever you are living there. So casteism is very bad, okay, for the uh, it will just curb the development of the society or the country. Casteism, bonded labors, okay. And untouchability should also be abolished. A recent report of our parliament's estimates committee has highlighted the near catastrophic depletion of India's forest over the last 4 decades. Means this is the statistics about how India is losing its forest area in last 40 or 50 years. India, according to reliable data, is losing its forest at the rate of 3.7 million acres a year. This data is given here, and this shows that 3.7 million acres India is losing, okay, the forest area. You might be seeing in your locality, in your colony, or new colonies and new, township is building up there, okay. And in place of the fertile area, the forest area, they are cutting and using and just constructing building. So in this way, the narrator is very aptly given as statics. It is more than this only, I think. 3.7, it is more than 5.7, okay, million acres, or more than 6 million acres a year, okay. This statics was more than 30 or 20 years back. So now the statics is double, I think. 6 or 7 acres, million acres. Large areas uh, officially designated as forest land are already virtually treeless. Means they are considered forest area, but they don't have tree. In Bihar, we have some area like Jahanabad and Hazaribagh side area. So these are the forest land area, but these forests don't have trees. They are cut by the villagers, okay, in order to meet the demands of furniture and firewood. So even no forest is having a ample amount of trees that can balance there. But these areas are considered to be the forest area, but they don't have tree. Sufficient number of trees they don't have. The actual loss of forest is estimated to be about 8 times the rate indicated by the government statistics. The statistics the government has given, actually all the government just hide their failure, okay, and that's why the statistics according to the narrator is not authentic and real one and truthful one. A 3-year study using satellites and aerial photography conducted by the United Nations warns that the environment has deteriorated so badly that it is critical in many of the 88 countries investigated. Critical means the condition is very serious. What is serious condition? Just like a patient, when he is not breathing properly, his uh, inner in, internal part is not functioning properly, so he is in a very critical condition. Means the patient can breathe his last, the patient can die at any moment. So this is the critical condition, okay. Means anything damaging can take place on this planet according to the narrator. And this is the stage of this planet, okay. Means very very critical, very very bad condition is there of this planet. There can be no doubt that the growth of world population is one of the strongest factors distorting the future of human society. The narrator is also trying to highlight the bad effect, okay, of the overpopulation. The everything is totally damaged and destroyed, and one of the factor of those destruction and damage is excessive population. More than 50 lakhs people are living only in Patna. Now just think about that. The population of Bihar is almost 40 crore. According to the data, it was 12 crore in 2012. Now after 8 years, it might have gained more than 3 or 5 crores. Okay, so let's see, the census is going to be, I think it is 21 or 22. So the population might be after 5 years the is going on there. So let's see, our population is very, see the area of Australia, the population of Australia, the number of travelers, okay, of India in railway, Indian railway, that is equal to the population of Australia, New Zealand. Okay, some countries are there, they are very big, okay, in size, like Australia, Canada, America. America have only 33 crores population. No, 33 crores, and we are more than 1.70 crores. Sorry, 1.25 crores according to the data, and every day it is increasing. The data is 5 years back. So see the vast area of Canada, see the vast area of America. The population of America is only 33 crores, and see the area, and see the area of India. Russia don't have any population. I think 2 or 3 crores they have, and that is the largest country of the world. The area of Russia is uh, equal size of the planet Pluto. This is the statistics by the scientist. It is very big in size but having very less population. So he is telling, the narrator is telling that one of the big danger, big threat for the environment is excessive population. Okay, so we should also take notice of this all. Okay, population control. That was the world population around the year 1800. By the year 1900, a second billion was added. He is giving the statistics of how the population is multiplying every decades or every century. A second billion was added, and the 20th century had added another 3.7 billion. The present world population is estimated at 5.7 billion. It was 30 years back, and now it is more than that. Okay, the world population is, the India population is 1.25 crores, the Chinese population is 1.50 crores. So we have more than almost 300 crores of only Asia. Asia is the highly populated country. Okay, India, Pakistan, Bangladesh, okay, and China, and Korea, South and North Korea, they are also very heavily populated. So just imagine 22 crores population is there in Pakistan, 1.25 crores is population is the India, and 13 crores population is the Bangladesh. China is having 1.50 crores population. So just think how much we are. Okay, more than 75% of people are living only in Asia. The world population, 75% of the world populations are living in only Asia. More than 75%. So think about the resources and think about the population and pollution level. So these are the statistics, and these statistics and are very much frightening and very much dangerous and very much critical. Fertility falls as income rises. See the statistics. Education spreads and health improves. Thus, development is best as contraceptive, but development itself may not be possible if the present increase in numbers continues. The narrator wants to highlight that uh, the number of employment is there. Okay, the more unemployed people are coming there. So because of the excessive population, we are unable to balance, okay, these all things. The rich get richer and the poor beget children, which condemns them to remain poor. Means they don't have family planning, they don't have organized thought, they don't have the future planning, and even they are unable to give proper education, proper skills, and learnings. So, and because of that they are becoming poor more and more. More children does not mean more workers, merely more people without work. It is not suggested that human beings be treated like cattle, and even it is treated there. Okay, they are treated. When you go and see on any railway station, railway junction, you will see that in general bogie, that how human beings just travel, just like cattle they travel. Okay, because and that shows the excessive population. When you go a metro city, okay, in Kolkata, Mumbai, okay, Delhi. Once I visited, okay, Delhi. I was living in Delhi, and one place is there. mm, in the metro station, okay, in Delhi metro station, you will see that excessive people are there. Very much people are there. Okay, so even the metro is very crowded. Even the railway is very crowded. Even the metro cities are very much crowded. So this shows the excessive population. Okay, it is not suggested that human beings be treated like cattle and compulsorily sterilized. This is the narrator wished that they should not be sterilized just like the bull and and the buffaloes, male buffaloes. It is bull. So, but there is no alternative to voluntary family plannings without introducing an element of coercion. Same practice was going on in the age of Indira Gandhi. According to my father, according to my grandfather, they were there. Okay, on that time they have experienced same kind of practice, that Indira Gandhi wanted to just control the population, and that's why she start sterilizing, not sterilizing. That was a sort of family plannings. Okay, that is Nasbandi is there on that time. So that was the practice in order to just control the birth control and the population, but that was neglected, and that was started, okay, forcefully without the wish and will of the people, and that's why that was and that was rejected, and even the government had to face, okay, many problems and hardship even on that time. The choice is really between control of population and perpetuations of poverty, and because of the population, excessive poverty is there. The population of India is estimated to be 9.20 millions today. Okay, that is the static of 30 years back. I have given you, it will be more, at least 1.40 crores, at least more than the entire population of Africa and South America put together. He is telling that even two continents, not country, two continents are not equal to the population of even India only. As I said, that only the population of Asia is more than the population of the world. Okay, means more than 75% population of the world, means the maximum people are living only in the uh, Asia, and that is the heavily and very crowded populations there. So thank you very much. You will do the homework assignment. We have not inherited this earth from our forefathers. We have borrowed it from our children. Elucidate, keeping it in mind, the lesson the ailing planet, means you will have to just explain the concept of sustainable development, that how the human beings will have to maintain the ecology, the fishery, forest, okay, and grassland and cropland, and how they can maintain this, okay, for the future generation and for the present generation also. So you will just give all the statics with the reference to the planet, okay, with the reference to the chapters. Thank you very much. All the best. God bless you all.